This is 37th Street Radio and TV, and of course we are out here hooking you up with the best of the best interviews. And today we have a special guest. So guest, I will just let you introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is DJ Skyllar and I am a professional DJ, an entertainer, a dancer, and I also do cooking videos. So you can follow me on my Instagram, DJ_Skyllar.
Well, I want to know just if we go straight into it, I want to know when your interest in music started.
Oh, my interest in music started way back when I was a child. I think I was in class 6, those days for the beats. So the beat used to influence me a lot. And I used to like get out from school and come back home and I want to watch the beat and know like the latest music and all that. And then I have a very interesting mom who is what can I say, has a good taste in music. So she used to teach me like the old music and I didn't know it will actually have an impact right now. That's when I'm seeing now the fruits of her teaching me the old music and whatnot. So through my research, I got to understand the old music and also transitioning into the new music. So I guess that's where my interest started.
So as a kid, did you know that maybe you can pursue something in music like DJing, or you thought of maybe being a doctor or something like that?
No, I didn't think I will actually do anything to do with music. The only thing I knew is that I love music and that's it. Anything to do with a doctor? No, that's a no. I can't stand needles because I was like, me and doctor, no, but anything else apart from music, yes.
So when did you like decide to start DJing?
I decided like I'm interested in DJing when I was in Form 2. I used to watch Piera and Cream and DJ John Falme via YouTube, and I was like, this is actually like a really interesting career path apart from the normal career paths we know of being a doctor, of being a lawyer, nurse, and whatnot. And the fact that I'm interested in music, I think it will be a good blend and we can make a good connection with that. So I just started watching like YouTube videos of them being outside, being in gigs. And then after I finished university, I was like, why not? I mean, this life is short. You can pursue anything you want. Plus I'm still young. So why not take the risk and be a DJ? And it's going on well. I can't complain.
So did you maybe go to school or you are just a self-taught DJ maybe by YouTube or other means?
I had to go to school because I've tried. I really tried telling people like, can you show me how to DJ and whatnot? But it's called a shika. I was like, what are you guys doing? It's like magic. I was like, no. I need to just go and do this the professional way and let people teach me how to do this and make me understand how the industry goes. As much as I went to school, you wouldn't know how to do everything. Zingine unafundishwa na ulimwengu, because I mean, that's life for us. So yeah, I had to go the professional way and just go to school like high school.
So when you have now finished going to school, at least you know the skills. How was it starting? How was it looking for opportunities during your first days? You know, maybe you haven't built a name. So how did you at that time get opportunities?
Actually, the thing is, there's school and there's outside. Like the way there's high school and there's after high school. So when you're in school, you feel like, you know, after this, I'm getting gigs. Me and US and all these big countries, they're going to be beckoning my name, but it's the complete opposite. Now, when you're done with school, they're going to give you all the opportunities and whatnot, but then you have not to start from scratch, trying to build your name. So it's not easy until now. It's not like, okay, it's a milestone, but it's not yet like, I'm not yet at that level I want to be, but we are still progressing because I mean, everything has to progress like with small steps. So I would say it's not easy, but it's going on well. And the fact that there was COVID, it hit us so bad. And I actually finished my academy during the COVID period. So you can imagine like there is no job, no nothing, we're just home. And like there's some people who actually had a livelihood through DJing before they got to understand that you need to have a livelihood outside the career of DJing or the passion that you like. So I would say it's like a 50-50 kind of thing. And the fact that I'm also a female, it becomes even ×2. Being in a male-dominated industry, it's like really tough. There are people who have good motives, there are others who have bad motives, but we still move regardless. We have to make it at the end of the day. So that's what I believe.
As a starting DJ, DJing is usually very expensive when it comes to initial investment. This is maybe you have to have a good laptop, you have to have good equipment. So for you, I don't know how you got your first equipment. Maybe you had loans or something like that.
I actually haven't gotten my equipment. I'm not even going to lie because it's too expensive. I'm saving for that, but at least I have the basics. So I'm working at karatasi. So yes, at least I have a laptop. I have I have a hard disk to store my music. So for the equipment, they're going to come slowly because that's like buying a whole shamba. So it's itakuja too eventually. I have no worries with that, but at least I have the basics. I know I can entertain you guys.
So choosing a career like this, I just want to know what the reception of maybe your friends and parents were. Maybe were they receptive of the idea, or how was it when you now disclosed to people, or people around you started noticing that you're pursuing DJing?
For my dad, until today, he doesn't understand what I'm doing. That's one thing. So for my mom, I'm lucky enough to have a mom who is like exposed, coming from a generation which didn't even acknowledge anything aside from books. So I'm lucky to have a mom who does understand what I'm doing. And for my friends, they're okay with it because I mean, we're in a generation where like anything can bring income. So if they don't understand, I really don't understand which generation you're living in. So for my friends, they're okay. My dad, we still have a battle we are yet to finish and let him know and let him know and understand that this is what I'm doing for a livelihood, and yes, it can bring income, and yes, it can give you the money you want me to have. So that's all I can say.
Yeah, starting out even in the corona period, you see that situation alone could even make somebody quit or choose to do something else. So for you, even with corona, and you're still holding on that you are a DJ, like what really makes you stand strong?
What makes me stand strong, you know, like when you're passionate with something, sometimes you can have like hard times and you can have like moments you just want to quit, but the passion just makes me not want to quit. And the fact that I know corona was not my fault, I wouldn't quit. So that's the thing. The passion just drives me to just stay strong, even if there's corona, even if there are jobs sometimes, even if promoters don't want to listen to you because your name is not yet out there. So the passion is the one that drives me, and it's gonna drive me for a very, very long time.
Yeah, so I don't know, maybe if you have gotten a chance to DJ in a club, and what are the challenges of DJing in these clubs as a female?
Oh my goodness, there's so many challenges. When I even begin, I think I'm going to have a podcast on the side. It's so difficult. The fact that you're a DJ, like there's some people who feel like women, they're not supposed to do such kind of careers. They might belittle you and not understand like why you DJing. And I've gone to a place where like I've played music and someone has even thrown a bottle at me. I'm like, you want me to die? So it's so crazy. I mean, and you know, like the worst thing is playing for drunk people. You never know what the outcome when you're playing for like drunk people. But then I still appreciate those kind of challenges. At least I'll have a story to tell my grandchildren when one of them tells me, hey, I want to be a DJ. I'll be like, you know, this is what happened and everything. But then I appreciate, and like the clubs, please, clubs, put more bodyguards for us, because we do not want to go home with one eye on this side and the other on the back of your head. We came with two eyes, you want to live with two eyes. So I think that's the peak of my challenge. And sometimes having like a crowd, you can go to a crowd. I remember like my first time I went for a gig, the crowd, I'm playing music, no one is being entertained, and you're expecting them to like appreciate and love the music, but no one was liking the music. So I was like, what do these people want me to play? But like with time, you get to understand your crowd, you get to understand what they like. But because people think DJing is just coming to connect the machine and just play music, but sometimes there's some music you cannot play to a crowd. Like I cannot come and play gengeton to like parents crowd. parents like in the age of between 40 and 50. I cannot play soul music to a crowd of 20 to 30, you understand? So it's like a learning process, and all those things no one teaches you. You just have to teach yourself, and the more you go out for gigs, you'll get to understand like there's music for everyone, and there's a period where people will not appreciate your music, there's a period where people will appreciate how you play. So I think it's a roller coaster of events, and that's what makes everything interesting, and we're still loving the art.
Apart from gigs, I don't know if you can just elaborate how DJs make revenue out of their art.
How we make revenue? Okay, so DJs, apart from gigs, we can make revenue through partnerships. They're also like, you can find like an artist once, like the way DJ Joel Mfalme, you can find they have a collaboration with this and this artist. That's also revenue. And also like YouTube too, these days you see people are doing like YouTube videos and whatnot. What else? Corporate events. So someone can partner with a big company and they can also make a revenue through that. So there are very many ways, others which are like known and others which you have to create by yourself. You have to come out with a like a distinct product that will make you different from every other DJ who is just like connecting the machine, play music, promoting, coming to clubs and play music. So I think you also have to be a smart DJ who thinks outside the box, apart from the normal standing on a booth and playing music. So yeah, and you can also do like, there are DJs who are producers, who are songwriters, who are in the music industry, but not DJing only. So they make revenue through other different genres of music, different niches in music, apart from DJing.
So I just want us to talk about Kenyan music a little bit. And you see in other countries, we see that there is proper flow of revenue in the industry, like the artist makes money. That means the producer will be paid well. That means the DJ will be paid well. The model will be paid well because the artist over there is making good money. So yeah, just from your observation in the time that you have been in the industry, what do you think as an entertainment industry can be changed in this country so that there is proper flow of revenue in every sector of entertainment?
I think Kenyans should learn to appreciate the Kenyan music even more. As much as people are still appreciate, like I see there's an improvement. People are appreciating Kenyan music and people are being free, and like there are different genres in the Kenyan music. Like I remember the past, there was like there's gengeton, there's drill, there's R&B, there is rumba, there's and as much as rumba has been there, there's like a new version of rumba, so people are getting to appreciate. So I think the more people appreciate music and the more people listen to the music, there's royalties to the artist, and the artist gets to also empower the DJs, because they're, as like I feel like artists and DJs, we like, it's a symbiotic relationship. For the artist to have like more airplay, there has to be a DJ involved, there has to be like media houses involved. So we need to appreciate Kenyan music more. And sorry, can you repeat the question? I got caught up in the answering.
Yeah, I just wanted you to pinpoint what can be changed in the industry so that there is proper flow of revenue in every sector of entertainment.
Oh yeah, and also the government should support the music industry. You've seen of late how people have been receiving the M-Pesa messages from the government. Someone's getting 1,000, and you can see like the effort an artist is putting into the music videos, and the appreciation they are getting from the like MCSK. It doesn't tally. So I think the government should embrace more the music and arts industry for us to have like more income coming from the artists and also the DJs and anyone who is involved in the music industry. So I think it needs support from Kenyans as individuals and also the government. That would be a very, very big improvement when it comes to income generation for not only even DJs, but also just like the music industry in general.
I want you to talk about how you deal with the change in technology and also software, because like when you look at equipment, there is always new equipment in the market every time. When you look at maybe the software that you use, there is a new software every time. So how do you keep up, or how do you embrace change in terms of equipment and software?
Yeah, so I think the improvement, the introduction of new equipment is actually amazing because it makes our work easy. People don't understand, like, there is so much that goes on for us to be able to give you music. You have to do research. Like for me, I was born in the 90s. So as an individual, I need to sit down, I need to research music during the 80s, during the 70s, during the 90s, 2000s. So as in that, like when there is an improvement in softwares and equipments, it makes work easy. So when I'm compiling my music, for me to be able to give you like proper music and proper flow, there has to be an improvement in equipments, so that like when I'm able to use the equipment, it's easy. Like I remember during the past times, for DJs, they used to carry CDs and come to a gig, and then they have to play one CD after another, one CD after another. So you see, by the time a gig is over, like the DJ is tired. Now you see, when I have a new equipment and I have a new software, my work is like during the week, I sit down and search the music, and then I just copy paste and download the music and I install it in my laptop. I have an easy time. Everyone has fun. So I leave the gig as much as I'm tired. Like you can compare the exhaustion between that DJ who has to carry CDs and me who has to just carry a laptop. So I think the more the softwares and new versions of softwares and equipments, it makes our work easy, like behind the scenes, for us to give you like good entertainment. But all in all, we still appreciate the DJs who used to carry like CDs and come for gigs. Like, yo, those are veterans. I can't even imagine, like, you can imagine the struggle. You have to carry a CD, alafu unaenda kuweka unapata kuna scratch. Can you imagine? And someone is waiting for you, and then someone else is coming. I want a request. You don't have the CD for that song. What are you going to do? It's so hectic. And the way, you know how Kenyans can be so like very disturbing. DJ, nataka wimbo yangu, nipe 10 minutes, nataka kutoka. You're still trying to look for the CD which has the latest song. I mean, come on. Like, thank God for new equipments and new software. So it has made our work very, very easy. So now we can play your request before you leave for your next club, or before the 10 minutes you have to stay in that club. So yeah, it makes our life easy. So I'm really like thankful for people who came up with like new versions and are still coming up with new versions of softwares. So thank you. You've saved us the effort of carrying a whole bag of CDs which have scratches and whatnot.
I want to know how if you have ever experienced self-doubt and how you have dealt with it.
Of course I have, because this is like something new, and everything new you have to have self-doubt, but with time you have to gather up your courage and be like, you know what, I am the best. I am the best. Even if there's still someone out there who is killing show, I am the best. There's always going to be that self-doubt. You don't know what you're going to expect and what not. I remember the first time I was on machine, I was like this. I'm shaking because I've never played in front of people. So I was shaking. My hands were literally shaking. I'm sweating. So the ones who were beside me, they were like, you know what? You've never done this before. You can do it. So just do it. Just play music the way you just do it, like during the academy sessions, just do it here. So with time, like, you're gonna have that self-doubt, you're gonna have that stage fright and all those negative things when you're playing music. But with time, you just gather up your momentum and people start telling you, you're doing good. And I really appreciate those people who come to the booth and telling me, like, DJ, you're doing good. As much as I know I am doing good, it also makes me feel good that you came to this place, you enjoyed the music, and you've left. You're going to have a story to tell your friends, and you're going to want to come back and listen to me playing music again.
Talk about the most important lesson that you have learned through your journey.
The most important lesson I've learned through my journey is confidence. And it is always good to have your own network, because out here, no one is going to help you look for your network. So any platform you have, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, just take it as serious as you can, because you never know who. I always tell people, anything you're posting on online, not even social media, just online, you don't know who is watching. You might post something and someone likes it, and through that you can be able to secure your next gig or your next even partnership or endorsement. So I always tell people, in anything you do, take it with the seriousness that you can, and always have confidence in yourself, because everything you do in this life starts with yourself. If you're waiting for someone to come and tell you you're doing good, then I think you have to have a self-evaluation, because it doesn't work like that. You have to affirm yourself every day and tell yourself you're the best of the best. Even if you haven't reached to the level you are, the small milestones are the ones which are going to make you people appreciate your art out here. So that's all I can say. Confidence, and always make sure your network, make sure you have your own network and have a good rapport with your own network. So yeah, that's all I can tell people who are thinking of venturing into DJing or just any other career they want to pursue.
Yeah, as we conclude, you can also just talk to guys who maybe are starting out, and maybe you can just tell them how to navigate the industry, something that maybe you have noticed, something that maybe you have also learned personally because of your experience. You can just give them an advice.
Okay, so the advice goes to anyone who wants to start out, and I'm not going to speak on the DJing platform. Anyone who wants to start out in their career, make sure the first thing I always tell people, involve God. Or you can just, for me, I'm a religious person. I always involve God in my career, in my decisions, involve God. And if I know out here that people who don't are not into the religious stuff, but for the ones who are in, you can elope with this point. And also make sure you are a free spirit. Feel free to interact with people, interact with people. And when you go out there, don't be shy. If you feel like you're able to convince this person or talk to this person and give them your product, don't be shy, give them your product. The worst thing someone can tell you is a no, but at least you tried. Trial can get you to where you want. And if the person has told you no, maybe your product is not giving is not to that level, you can try and sit down and see what you can do with your product as you, and start where you are. So don't wait for someone to come and tell you if you're able to go to an academy, go to an academy. If you're able to sit down at home and just watch YouTube videos, because YouTube these days has made everything easy. If you're able to sit down and just watch YouTube videos and empower yourself and enable yourself to pursue the dream you want or the career you want, you can do that. So I always tell people to have a go-getting spirit, and also always be encouraged. Don't ever let people tell you, because at the end of the day, if people tell you this, what matters is what God says and what you have to say. People will always tell you this, and other people will tell you that. So if you decide to fill in yourself with what people think about your skills and what people think of you, you will go down the drain. So have confidence in it. And I always insist, I'm going to say this and I'll say again, confidence is key. Confidence is key, people. Whether you're a female in a male-dominated industry, whether you're a male in a female-dominated industry, always have confidence, because you never know what you will become in that industry. So that's all I can say. And DJing is a good career. Please respect the DJs when you go out. DJs are just not playing music out here. We are people who have careers, and it's something which can make income. And we should quit the stereotypes of DJs being just club goers, because there are people who actually are serious in this and they make good revenue in the DJing industry. So yes, that's all I can say.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving us your time.
Thank you so much for having me in your platform, and I wish all the best for you guys and have a good day. God bless you guys. And follow me on my Instagram again, DJ_Skyllar.
Thank you.